Andrew, what do you know about this?
Well, about 10:30 this morning, there was a reported shooting on the Gardena High campus. According to the latest reports, it involved three people were shot. I believe they were students, as well as the shooter was a student. And right now, there's obviously a huge police presence in and around the campus trying to find the gunman.
Andrew, is there a protocol sort of district-wide in L.A. as to what happens when a school goes on lockdown? Because we've heard from the police that there seems to be, they seem to know, without knowing who where the alleged shooter is, they seem to be able to say that students are inside their classrooms supervised by their teachers. Would that be a school policy, or is that a district policy that that's what they do when there's a shooter?
Well, obviously, each school has its own kind of individual plan, but it is a district policy, and it goes back more than a decade. We've had a string of school shootings in the early to mid-'90s, including a couple fatal shootings, and that was the kind of the jumping-off point for these policies, and you see that in action, and even in cases where there's shootings near a campus, and in this case, it happened on campus. So obviously, that went into effect right away.
Can you tell us anything about the area? Where is this in L.A.?
Well, 182nd Street is just in Gardena, is just south of the L.A. city line. So if you go south of downtown, it's a city just to the south of the southern border of L.A.
We're looking at live pictures courtesy of KABC helicopter shots. Looks like a massive school. You know anything about the school? Have you ever seen this?
Well, obviously, it's one of the bigger public high schools in the Los Angeles Unified School District. It is in the city of Gardena, so you had a response of not only Gardena police, but LAUSD, Los Angeles Unified School District Police, and the Los Angeles Police Department. And the new chief of school police used to be with the Los Angeles Police Department.
And where are we close to? We're looking at a map here. It looks like the school's fairly close to, you say, just south of the city line. There seems to be a freeway just a little east of it, several blocks east of it. What would that be?
The Harbor Freeway is really kind of, you take that straight south from downtown there.
Okay. And is it largely that area that the school in? Is it largely residential, or is it commercial? Is it mixed?
It's kind of a mix. I mean, this, as you said, it's a facility that has 3,200
yeah, well, over 3,200 students. Yeah.
So it's a big spot, and it obviously kind of draws from kids from areas which kind of working class areas. So it's definitely one of the larger schools in the district.
And I imagine you don't have more information than we do on this particular issue, but the police said they have a suspect identified but not in custody. Do you know anything about that?
No, you get the sense that obviously they might have located where he is, or they believe they know where he is, but right. They haven't said a lot about that, and for reasons of not wanting to be specific on it. And sure. So that's kind of where we stand right now. And as we see from these live shots, it's still very active. There's still a lot going on there. This is a tape shot that you're looking at from KTLA. But what the issue is now is that 3 people have been shot at Gardena Senior High School, and it is a school in the Los Angeles Unified School District just south of the L.A. line, according to what Andrew just told us. Grades 9 through 12, 3,200 students, 145 faculty members. The shooting took place at 1:45 on the east, 10:45 a.m. California time. The school is on lockdown at the moment, and the police say they know who the shooter is, but they do not have the shooter in custody. Andrew Blankstein from the LA Times, thanks very much for giving us some insight into this. We'll continue to monitor this and bring you more information as it becomes.